Well, the government has taken official steps for an independent investigation into the deaths of Alray Ramsey and Blair John. Good evening, I'm Jiminy DeSwain. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks for tuning in. Now, you may recall that the bodies of Ramsey and John were pulled from the Pearl River 2 months ago. Attorney General Carl Bethel told ZNS News today that the probe seeks to review the findings that led to the conclusion over what many consider to be a suspect findings by Italian investigators. Here's Keishla Adderley.
We are intent that the government will leave no stone unturned in finding out the truth of what happened to our young men.
A call for justice after the mysterious deaths of Alray Ramsey and Blair John left a sting only compounded by the explanation from Italian authorities. Many questioned the conclusion that the pair drowned after falling into the Po River in Turin, Italy, where their bodies were found on June 4th. And Attorney General, the Honorable Carl Bethel, says the government has undertaken to ensure the integrity of any conclusion on their deaths.
Communicated with Italian authorities, making a formal international request for assistance in obtaining the reports and the conclusions and the findings of the Italian investigators into this tragic matter. Further, we are advised that in order for the Bahamas to obtain not just the reports, but also the background documentation, which would have, in a sense, support or otherwise the findings in the report, we had to retain Italian attorneys to represent us in Italy.
The government has engaged the services of an Italian firm, Legans Avvocati Associati, having established the requisite bilateral arrangements to conduct the probe. On June 27th, the bodies of Ramsey, a former diplomat, and John, a student, were brought home. It was only partial closure for a nation moved to anger over the incident and relatives fighting on behalf of the deceased.
Suffice it to say that everything that the family members would have requested to be done was done at their request. The Bahamian people have a right to be fully satisfied about the findings of the investigation that is being conducted in Italy in respect of our young men. They have a right to be satisfied that the government has done everything in its power to reach the truth. I want to assure the Bahamian people that is our intent.
There are no timelines at this point, and Minister Bethel stopped short of suggesting any action to be taken based on the findings, only saying,
"We are going to be advised by competent counsel in Italy, and following their advice as to how to achieve what we wish to achieve, we will take those steps."
Keishla Adderley, ZNS Network News.